Hi, this is Jason Major for Sweaty Heroes Comic Bargains. Today we have 4 random comic books. Today we have Unity Part 0, Number 0, Chapter 0 from Valiant. We have Manowar Number 7, which is Chapter 5 of the Unity crossover with a Frank Miller cover. And we have Manowar Number 8. I'm covering his head. Chapter 13 of Unity. And then we have X-Force number 63, just to make this a little bit more random. So I'll start with X-Force number 63 first. I'm not this was John Francis Moore is the writer, and Anthony Castellillo is the penciler, who I never really heard of before. But this story takes place in '97, after the Onslaught era happened, and the heroes were missing, the Avengers and Fantastic Four, including Doctor Doom and other heroes. And basically, for some reason, in this story, they are going to go to Doctor Doom's Latverian castle to basically make sure that all of Doctor Doom's stuff is not used for nefarious purposes by other people. And I don't know how the X-Force tied into Doctor Doom, but it's just a fun story where they go there, and then there's a throwback to an old Fantastic Four story where one of the X-Force is basically found herself in Littleville, or whatever it's called. Yeah, Littleville, which is a little miniaturized city that Doctor Doom and the Puppet Master had created for the Fantastic Four. And the whole idea is that they're trying to destroy the time travel device, and which I think is why Cable's involved with the story. And Nathaniel Richards makes an appearance, and so does S.H.I.E.L.D. make an appearance in this story. It was a fun story, and it is to be continued, but I had probably the most fun with this issue of X-Force than I've had with any X-Men or X-related in a long time. I highly recommend this. I give it an A, definitely an A, or maybe an 8 out of 10. I highly recommend checking out this period of X-Force. I enjoy the 90s X-Men and the 90s X-Force stuff. So there's that. And then we have these 3 issues of Valiant. So Valiant, Unity was their crossover to sort of bring together all the different characters into one story. So you had... here we are. So we had, all these characters, like they had licensed out the Gold Key characters Solar and Magnus Robot Fighter, and they introduced new characters: Archer and Armstrong, Eternal Warrior, Shadow Man, Manowar, Harbinger, Rye, and others. And then this is, I'll show you the other one. This is the next month of tie-ins, and you can see that all the covers made one giant gatefold cover, which is kind of cool. All these are found sometimes in the $1 bin, but also in the quarter bin, or even as low as 10 cents sometimes. So Unity went from free to 10 cents since the 90s. Unity number 0. It is by Jim Shooter, who did Marvel Secret Wars, and Barry Windsor Smith, who did Weapon X. The storyline, it is actually really fun and really cool. Basically tells you how a bunch of heroes, including Solar, they have to go to this lost land type thing that's lost in time, where there's dinosaurs and stuff, and this woman has now the powers of Solar, Man of Atom, basically, I think. Don't quote me. And they have to fight her and assemble heroes from across time, across from the Valiant universe. So really this was kind of a cool introduction. I give this also, we'll give it a B+, because there is a lot of stuff that's, if you're not familiar with Valiant, then there is some stuff that you might go scratch your head and go like, I need to know more. And I do think that even though this was a zero issue, there was still a gap in my knowledge of introducing me to some of the why all this is happening. But I knew enough to follow along. And then I found these really good. I guess I'll give them an A minus because I'm feeling generous. The artwork in this one, Michael Leake was the named artist. And I thought he did some great stuff. I like that shot. Basically, the best way to describe Exo Manowar is, what if Conan became Tony Stark, Iron Man? And I'm serious, because it takes the idea of like John Carter, John Carter Mars, the storyline of John Carter. He was a man of his time. He goes to Mars. But the idea is a barbarian from the 4th century finds an alien suit, fights aliens, and then finds himself in the present day. But then he becomes Tony Stark by using all the he says in one of the stories, he uses all the gold and stuff from the aliens to basically buy his own company, and now he has to understand corporate dynamics. I don't know why, even if he came to our country and he was rich, why he would bother. Why wouldn't he just say, why wouldn't he take the Bruce Wayne role and then just hire random person, Lucius Fox guy, to do the corporate stuff? But whatever, it's fun because you see him in corporate meetings. And then you see him fighting in time in this one. And this one also has Michael Lee. Bob Layden did writing. Great art. Really fun concept. So it combines elements of, like I said, like a Conan barbarian having an Iron Man type suit. But the suit seems to be like symbiote or sentient, but not in a Venom way where it talks back to him. More in the current Blue Beetle, Jaime Ray's Blue Beetle way where the Scarab talked to him, which I didn't understand why it was in English and not an alien language in that movie, but whatever. But anyways, Exo Manowar, I actually enjoy these issues. Again, all you can find in a 10-cent bin, a quarter bin, and a dollar bin. Go find some sweaty bargains, and may the X-Force be with you.